Fair wear and tear is something that all landlords have to contend with, and in this module we're going to look at how you deal with those situations. The definition of fair wear and tear is the reasonable deterioration of an item over a period of time given normal expected use. Landlords must therefore expect deterioration when they take back a property at the end of the tenancy. The deterioration will depend on a number of factors and they're all subjective, but anything over and above fair wear and tear is damage. The things that you and the landlord will have to consider are, first of all, the age and number of tenants in the property. This will be a major factor in the assessment process. Property with 5 young sharers will suffer more wear and tear than a single tenant. A disabled person might be expected to cause more wear and tear on carpets than perhaps an able-bodied person. The length of the tenancy will be another major factor in the assessment. More wear will be expected where the tenants have resided at the property for 4 years, as opposed to a similar tenancy where they've resided there for 6 months. The lifespan of furniture may well have ended during longer tenancies. The age and condition of the item at the start of the tenancy is also important. Older items will have less value at the start of the tenancy and will deteriorate quicker than brand new ones. And the final thing to consider is reasonable usage and lifespan of the item. A cheaper carpet may have a 5-year lifespan, whereas a better quality, more expensive carpet in the same location may have a life expectancy of 15 years or more. You also might find the Radio Electrical and Television Retail Association website useful because they provide life expectancy periods for most electrical items. Finding solutions to these fair wear and tear and damage problems can be difficult, and as I've said, it's all subjective. But one thing you have to remember is that where the landlord receives or asks for a solution that puts him in a more favourable position than he would have been before the tenant damaged the property, that's called betterment. And the landlord cannot expect any betterment. Where it's possible for an item to be cleaned or to be repaired, then that's all the landlord can expect. They cannot expect that everything will be replaced by something brand new. Replacement is an option, whether cleaning or repairs are not a possibility. But again, you have to take into account fair wear and tear. You have to take into account the condition of the item when the tenancy started. For example, if the gas cooker is 3 years old at the end of the tenancy and it's damaged beyond reasonable use, but had a life expectancy of 6 years, then the landlord would be entitled to half the cost of a cooker from the tenant, reflecting the life of the item that the landlord has been denied. In some cases, compensation is appropriate, and if the item is still usable, for example, but it's been diminished by the damage, then compensation for the reduction in value of the item may be the best remedy.